guys, and welcome back on my channel. So today we react on Redberry GTA 5's mistakes Rockstar cannot repeat in GTA 6. And I'm honest, this is my second try now to record this video because in the first one I look honestly not more than a minute here, but I had some internet issues and how it's not now this kind of big issues here. But I don't know, and then I would say don't talk too much and let's go to the video. Before the video continues, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, and drop a comment. The algorithm loves it. Also make sure to follow me on Twitch. I'm live every weekend, Friday through Sunday, from 6 PM to 11 PM UTC+1. And don't forget to follow me on my social media channels too. Now back to the video.
GTA 5 is almost the perfect game, and I say almost because it still has some pretty big flaws, which is why I have built the definitive list of the 4 biggest mistakes Rockstar has made in GTA 5 so that we hopefully never have to deal with them again when GTA 6 is released. Dear Rockstar, we first need to start by having an honest conversation about the customization in GTA 5, because my god was it lackluster. Let me give you an example. When it comes to hairstyles, Franklin had the most options out of the 3 characters, with a dozen or so hairstyles that you could get at the barbershop. And a dozen hairstyles doesn't sound too bad until you realize what the options are. I mean, Kanye West had better taste than this.
Yeah, this is a good one, and yeah, this is more subjective, but I can understand him. In GTA San Andreas, you have hundreds of options in the game to customize CJ, and don't worry speaking with the assistant how you can change your body size. If you eat too much, you're gonna be fat. If you train much, you'll become a muscle monster or something like this. And the shooting stuff and all the shit. Yeah, and GTA 5 has this kind of stuff in there. If you drive much car, you get better in driving, etc., etc. But in San Andreas, it would be better, but I would say
Rockstar had the nerves to tell us to get rid of Franklin's yes haircut, and that's all the options they gave us to play with? I mean, jokes aside, this issue is even more relevant with the other 2 characters who had even less hair and beard options than Franklin. But that's just the tip of the...
This is shit. If you have for Franklin, I don't know how much options this was, 10 or 12 options, and for Trevor and Michael, you have only 3 options. This is shit.
Iceberg, because GTA 5's customization issue somehow runs even deeper than this. Changing your clothes in GTA works a little different from your other video games, because in order to get some semblance of realism, they went through all the effort of creating different stores and different brands that you can buy from, with each of them having their own specialty. You get your nerdy tech bro stuff at Suburban, your fancy chic stuff at Zombies, however you say that, and then the random assortment of stuff at Binko and the discount store, with Ammunition even having a small selection of hunting clothes that fit this store's aesthetic.
And this is actually cool, but there comes I hear a big but.
And I have zero complaints there. I think it's a very cool concept that makes total sense, and it's one of the most immersive things that they could have done with the game. Matter of fact, I think that for 2013 standards, each store has a pretty decent amount of options too, and although I want way more in GTA 6, I also understand that I can't have 2025 levels of expectations for a game that came out 10 years ago. But why is it that every time I exit the game, switch the characters, or start a main mission, they just like randomly get rid of everything that I put on the character? It's almost like the game has dementia, because I can't recall the amount of times where I would go on a shopping spree with Trevor, where I would completely redress him to make him look like the way that I want, only for him to be almost naked the next time that I decide to play as him in the game.
You need to pee!
Man, listen, I understand that you want to give off the vibe that each character is actively doing something interesting while I'm not playing as them, but a 5-second cutscene is not worth the pain of me having to return to my house or to the store just to change the clothes back.
This is a fair criticism. If you change the character and all this stuff, happens at the same time. You don't rush 5 seconds to your house, washing yourself and change the clothes and make some different stuff. This is a fair
Into
point.
something I want. Look, I and many other players don't really care about the realism aspect when it comes to what clothes my characters are wearing. I just want to have what I put on them. Because if you don't want us to make that decision, then why give us the option to begin with?
Yeah, this was definitely a
So
fair
dear
point.
Rockstar, in GTA 6, if I decide to put Jason in a hitman suit, please let him stay in a hitman suit next time that I see him, unless it's for some scripted story event. Then that totally makes sense, I'll give you that. But shockingly, that's not where the customization problem ends in GTA 5, and I think that this next problem is gonna be pretty relatable with the majority of the players. Car customization in GTA 5 is hands down one of the most fun activities that you can do in the game. Like, I don't know about you.
Yeah. This is definitely car shooting is every time in every game or the most game that I play the funniest part and include
But
GTA
I have
5.
spent at least a dozen hours just hijacking random cars off the street so I can bring them to Los Santos Customs, where I would change every little aspect of the car so that it would drive to my liking. And then I would spend like a maximum of 5 minutes playing with the car, then I would wreck it into the wall and I would never see that car again. Like,
Yeah, this is
ever.
shit.
But I'll be honest, every now and then I would get kind of attached to the cars that I would either buy or hijack. So I would leave them in my garage, and then the next time I had a mission, I would just pick them up to do the mission with them. But every single time the car would either get blown up and disappear, or it would get left on the street and just magically disappear again, or God forbid it would somehow end up in the impound.
This is annoying, and if you spend the half amount of money in your car, and then the and then the car disappears. Yes, it's definitely shit.
Or you'd have to go all the way there to pick it up so that it would blow up in 30 minutes and disappear anyways. What the hell? This specific issue has pretty much forced most players to experience the entirety of GTA 5 single player in the same 3 cars that you start the game with. What really bothers me the most with this is that this issue is completely non-existent in GTA Online.
Oh, come on. Wait a sec, please. I must help. So this, if I go to the here, now it works. Go lower the quality on the HD quality, not high
But
HD.
you still have to deal with it in single player, even after multiple re-releases and remasters and it being remade on 3 generations of consoles. Look, man.
And even the PC, don't forget. Also, so PS3, PS4, PS5, Xbox 360, Xbox One, and the newest Xbox, I completely forget their name, but these 3, so 3 generations of consoles, so or amount of 6 consoles plus the PC, or yeah, these are many parts.
I love Trevor's main car with the little teddy bear in the front, but that's not what I want to drive in my missions. Like, literally give me anything else. But enough about that. Let's move on to the second mistake that GTA 5 made and talk about one of this game's mechanics that is almost broken and honestly just needs a major overhaul for GTA 6. Because of course, I am talking about the game's economy. We all know that there's a lot of ways to make money in GTA 5, whether that's robbing NPCs, buying properties, doing side quests, or even finding random money stashes in the open world. But the amount of money you get from these side activities is minuscule to the amount of money that you actually need to buy most of the weapons in the game, to buy most of the vehicles in the game, and to actually enjoy your GTA.
But what the thing is, if you're why you should buy all the cars in the game? If the car gets disappeared, if you buy the car, this makes no sense. But
GTA 5 experience. Because trust me, if I wanted to live paycheck to paycheck, I would just hop back in GTA Online. But if you actually want to make big money in GTA 5 without cheating, there's two main ways to go about it. Heists and the stock market, both of which are absolutely flawed. So let's talk about the heist problem first. In every GTA game before GTA,
the thing is, in GTA, the main story, you make heist, yeah, but most of the heists you don't earn really money. Maybe in the first heist, but the second, the third, etc., you don't really make the money.
Completing regular missions gave you some sort of monetary reward, because they understood that the whole game's story and mechanics revolve around this big dream of you, the player, making it as this small-time criminal and then spending all your money on whatever you want, whether that's a random pink gun or a golden airplane. But GTA 5 completely gets rid of that reward system and stops randomly rewarding you for main mission stories, because now there's this new type of mission called heists, and the payout from that will be so big that it'll make the 10 build-up missions before it kind of worth it. Or at least that's what everyone was hoping for until the game actually came out and we realized there's only 5 total heists, out of which
only 5 heists, and only in this year, you make money in this year. You make really money, and in this year, but in this, you don't make money.
3 of them really have a significant payout. And listen, I understand the whole realism argument here, but this is still a video game, and you're still meant to live out your criminal master.
In this case, I agree. GTA 5
mastermind fantasies, so it's not that weird to want to have a decent amount of money before the game actually ends. In GTA 6, I want to be able to make a decent amount of money outside of scripted story events, so I can get into these scripted story.
And this please, not with illegal activities. If I will make some money, please, and some illegal activities, some. For example, rob some grocery stores or something like this. So the stuff that criminals actually do, or steal cars and sell them.
Events with really cool weapons and cool cars that I can use, so the amount of fun that I have in the main story is just maximized. Leaving all the money at the end of the finish line means that you end the game with more money that you know what to do with. But you also have zero incentive to actually spend the money and use it, and I'm sure that some of you are already typing in the comments like, hey Red, the jewelry job actually gives you a decent amount of money early in.
Oh, come on! How my internet fucked me today a little bit up. Sorry for this. So, if I'm so far here, what the fuck I was.
The amount of fun that I have in the main story is just maximized. Leaving all the money at the end of the finish line means that you end the game with more money that you know what to do with. But you also have zero incentive to actually spend the money and use it. And I'm sure that some of you are already typing in the comments like, hey Red, the jewelry job actually gives you a decent amount of money early in the game. And, you know, you could spend that money on the stuff that you want. How come?
And the thing is, only in the late game here. Come on. I was here. Oh, this shut me a little bit up at the moment here. That's like we usually fucks a little bit around here at the moment. I don't know why. So sorry for this issue. You
know, you could spend that money on the stuff that you want. How come you're not doing that? Well, that's my trick, because I'm glad you asked. I actually have an answer for that, because that leads me into the second problem that I have with this game's economy, and that's the existence of a stock market. You all already know GTA 5's stock market trick with Lester. I don't need to explain that to you. And on the surface,
it
seems like a really fun mechanic, where your actions and missions have a real effect on the game's world, and those effects have an effect on the game's stock market. And I don't know about you, but 15-year-old me was pretty damn impressed by this whole mechanic. I mean, that's crazy. A stock market in the game? But once the novelty wears off, it's easy to realize how flawed the whole thing was. Because in order to maximize the amount of money you can have in GTA 5, you have to hoard as much money as you can till the very end of the game. And then do the lesser missions.
Yeah, and this is actually shit because you don't spend will take you all the money in the game. You will buy you the coolest shit you want. You will buy a house that you actually don't could in GTA 5. You will buy some buy some businesses, buy some cars, buy some airplanes, buy some I don't know, buy some cool stuff. But you couldn't make this because you must wait to the very end of the game. And be honest, do you will buy all the shit on the end of the game? So I don't really know. I don't will wait for so long and buy the shit because if the game is over, most player close the game then and don't make the after missions then. And then it was worthless, and yeah.
Then apply the stock market exploit that was built into the game. This is an intended system that basically makes you feel stupid for even thinking about splurging on nice cars and weapons in the game, especially early on, because the more you spend early on, the less you'll have to make back at the end of the game. So instead, why not have systems built into the game that give you good amounts of money for doing actual fun activities like racing, shooting, robbing places, and everything else that you can do in the game. So for GTA 6, please remove the stock market out of the game and then give us some sort of side activity that we can consistently rely on to give us money that we can then spend on fun stuff. Just make sure that the act of getting money in the game consists of doing fun activities rather than just one final mission and a...
Yeah, this is what we want. We will make some money with the missions between and not only on the
stock market mechanic that adds nothing to the gameplay. Now, so far, you could argue against a lot of the things that I have said so far, and if you disagree with me on something, please let me know in the comments without getting too angry. And make sure to subscribe to the channel because I am not done talking about GTA 6 this year. But I really think that this next flaw that I'm gonna point out is a universal complaint that pretty much every GTA player will agree with. And that's GTA 5's lack of fun cheat codes. The GTA series is...
Honestly, I've never used GTA 5 was my first GTA, so I'm not really back into it with the cheat codes in San Andreas or 4 or something like this, but yeah, I can understand that that you will have fun with the cheat code, not this not kind of some fun kind of endless money as cheat codes are this kind of fun cheat codes, if you know what I mean.
One that is known for pioneering many things, but if you've been around for a little longer than just GTA 5's lifespan, you know that GTA was first and foremost famous for its insane cheat codes. I mean, GTA San Andreas had a cheat code that could make you fat, and then if you were bored, you could give all the cars in the game nitrous and then have the entire city mad at each other with the riot cheat code. Not to mention all the other basic ones like unlocking weapons, spawning tanks, flying, and any of the other dozens and dozens of cheat codes in San Andreas that basically turned the game into a completely different experience. And although I think San Andreas did
even not cheat codes
the best, I think the only game that really limits you in terms of cheat codes is GTA 5. I mean, I can't lie either. There's some pretty good ones in GTA 5 like explosive bullets, zero gravity, and the long jump. But if you put the cheat code list of GTA 5 and San Andreas next to each other, it doesn't even really...
In this case, GTA 5 lost
compare. With GTA 6, I want the new generation of GTA players to really be able to experience the golden age of cheat codes with GTA. I mean, there really was a time where you would go to your uncle's house and he would just have a sheet of all the cheat codes of San Andreas in some random bookshelf. Like, it was that serious. And before I go over the final and the biggest mistake,
yeah, some effect of mine in my childhood, my type of my elementary school, I had GTA San Andreas, and yeah, he had the sheet notes actually in the game box. I mean, in the disk box. At this time, yeah, we buy games physically. Oh my fuck! What is
mistake that I think GTA 5 has made, let's do a rapid fire of some honorable mention problems that hopefully get addressed in GTA 6. Stealth gameplay. Please, for the love of God, either get fully rid of it, or if you're gonna implement it in the game, make it a fully functioning mechanic and not just some half-assed thing that doesn't even work. Car physics. Make the cars in the game feel slightly heavier, because I feel like GTA 4 had the worst driving in the series, and GTA 5 fixed most of those problems, but there's still room for improvement, so fix it. The button mashing. Please take out this whole thing where I have to press the button multiple times in order for my character to run. Like, I get that that's your whole thing, and I'm really happy for you, but it's not that fun after a while. The police system, which I actually think is pretty decent in GTA 5, but make that last star mean something. I want the whole army
oh, come on. My internet
after me, not just the Secret Service and some choppers, but finally, there is one last flaw.
Second, I must rating to load that the shit can continue here. Sorry for that.
That we need to point out to Rockstar so that maybe one day they finally listen to us and address this massive issue that has plagued GTA 5 every single year since the first day that the game has come out.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
You see, when GTA 5 released, it basically took over the whole gaming scene for an entire 2 months, because people were still finding new details and secrets in the game every single day for that period of time. But the hype didn't really die down, because GTA Online players were impatiently waiting for Rockstar to finally release Heists to GTA Online, a feature that was delayed multiple times. A full year went by and no one really stopped talking about the game, and Rockstar was still releasing GTA Online updates. Matter of fact, they released the next-gen version of GTA 5, and with it came the entirely new first-person perspective for the people to try out. 2 years later, in 2015, we got the game on PC, and GTA 5 was as popular as ever. Then 3 years went by, and then 4 years went.
And you must imagine this game is over a decade old here, so this game has a big impact. And if you see even the Twitch player, this game isn't die.
Went by, and then 5 years went by, and although GTA Online was still getting better and bigger every year, players started realizing that since the first-person update, Rockstar hadn't really shown any interest in releasing any sort of single-player update. I mean, a lot of the stuff from online...
This is big shit. I mean, really big shit. That you only concentrate on the online mode and not make some... some fun add-ons for the story or something.
Could have pretty seamlessly transferred into single player, but they didn't seem too interested in doing that either. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but a decade later, we still have no single player updates, no map expansion, no story DLC, and not even the rumored alien invasion.
And you must imagine, GTA 5 is so big and don't have this stuff in there. Plus, if you look at other games, like, I don't know, like Cyberpunk or Assassin's Creed or something like this, or I don't know, RDR2 had no updates too, yeah? Or I don't know, the other GTA 4 had some big DLCs. They are technically their own games. Or I don't know. Here Fallout has a big amount of Fallout 4 has a big amount of another DLCs, and they are very good. And that GTA 5 doesn't have this. It's sad, but and you must imagine this is something what player would buy, but yeah, concentrating on the online mode, yeah, isn't the first goal of Rockstar whole scenes, and this is a big part of
Asian mode. Nothing. And although I doubt much will change, dear Rockstar, please, please, please do not abandon GTA 6 as single player, because plenty of players such as myself will come back to the game single player after beating it just so we can experience new stories or even new missions. And we deadass would pay a lot of money for it. So it doesn't even have to be a free DLC. And dude, do not even get me started on GTA Online and all the issues that game has.
Oh yeah. I think this video would be over an hour, maybe longer.
And that's a whole other video of its own, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss on that.
Yeah. So this was a very good video. So don't forget to check out this channel and give them a like, and don't forget to subscribe him. Link in the description, and see ya in the next video.